Good morning, you guys. Welcome back. So I just dropped Jeremy off. We just dropped him off at the airport, and because he works at the airport. But so we're on our way back to the house because Sinatra has to be at school at 7:45. That's the time I'm dropping him anyways. And then I'm going to get them. This is what I normally do in the mornings. I would drop Sinatra off and go straight into Ubering. But what I realize that happens is Ubering is important, but it's not the most important, because building my community is even more important. These people are crazy over here at the airport. Like, they don't know how to drive. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to drop him off at school at 7:45. I'll get there at 7:45 at least, or maybe a few minutes early, so I can be out of the line by 7:45. And then I'll come home and I'm going to make sure everything, like my newsletter for this morning for the Livable Forest, is out. My blog post for Miss Parker to You is published and ready to be published or sent out this morning. Oh, my bow is ready to be sent out. I usually try to get it sent out by 9 for both of them, you know. And actually, really not 9, because I feel like I like to put them out between 10 and 11:30, because people are getting ready to go on lunch, and it will be fresh. Will be fresh in their email boxes as soon as they sit down for lunch. People check email, they do stuff like that sometimes. So I'll get that out to people, and then after I do that, then I'll go into doing my Uber. So on Miss Parker to You, not Miss Parker to You, on what was I gonna say? Oh, on Your Third Home, I have a content calendar, right? I also have the meal prep and plan calendar. I have my home cleaning calendar and all of that. But I'm also about to upload my workout calendar, and I'm going to upload, I guess, what you consider extra side hustle calendar. Like, I'm just gonna call it Uber calendar. Like, that's what I'm gonna do, my Uber calendar. And you're gonna probably wonder, like, well, why does anybody care what you do for Ubering, like the schedule? Because when people go on there and they're trying to create a plan for themselves, remember that you may not realize it, but there's a lot of people who do Uber. There's a lot of people who do DoorDash that as their main source of income outside, their second main source of income outside of building their business or outside of working. So I figured if people had a guide, this is like a literal ongoing guide, like, because people can go back and see what I did, and they will also know 2 weeks in advance what I'm doing. They'll know, okay, she gets up at this time, she does her workout at this time, she takes her kid to school at this time, she literally does her Uber from this time to this time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it might be, some people may feel like it's a bit invasive or whatever, but that's why that part of my community is paid. Like, to get my content, to get my personal schedules, that's why it's behind a paid wall. It's a resident, Your Third Home, so you're a resident member if you want to have access to my content, my calendars, because I do build content, video content around it. So anybody who goes to Miss Parker to You, yeah, you may see the videos that I actually posted for the week around my content calendar, but you won't know that they're posting unless you have access. Like, you won't know what's coming up content wise unless you have access. You're not going to know what my scheduling is like and certain things unless you are a resident, which is okay, because I'm putting myself on Front Street for y'all to help you guys with the schedule and get, like, on track, to get something in place to guide you, because you don't have to follow it to the T, but it's gonna give you a good idea on how to structure your days in weeks, at least 2 weeks at a time, you know, because I'm all about helping people build a system, or get systems in place to help you through your day-to-day. Yes, we can plan months in advance, we can do all that too, but it's the people that are really looking for help for today and the next day. People are trying to get to day, so that's who I'm reaching right now. That's who I'm trying to reach, whether you're a woman or man. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna work on those calendars, and will they fluctuate just a tad bit depending on, sometimes life throws curveballs at you? Obviously, yes, but I will also update my calendar to say, yeah, this didn't happen today because of this, that, and the third, right? So yeah, because I know we have our first resident actually, so I'm excited about that. She joined yesterday night. So yeah, you guys are invited. You can also join the community for free as a regular, just be a regular member, and you can still post, you can still communicate, you can still do all the things. Another thing that I'm going to be implementing today too is groups, because I'm going to create groups on here for specific things. So because I don't want to flood my time, the main timeline with a bunch of stuff. I want it to be categorized so people will know, if they're know where to look and go back to in case they're interested. So for example, I am pregnant, so I'm gonna have my pregnancy stuff in a group. So people who want to know and keep up with my pregnancy and how I'm doing and things like that, I'll post that content specifically in that group. People who care about my weight loss journey, health journey, and all that, I'll have a group for that. And so people who care about that stuff and want to communicate and connect and do all the things with that, they can join that specific group. And then when they're looking at their timeline through their account, if I post or somebody else posts, the people that are only part of that group, they're the ones that are going to see it, not everybody in the community. So it works out great. And we have messenger, instant message and everything for each group, so they won't flood everything. I want it to be so structured and so organized, so that when people come in, they can say, oh, I'm interested in that, and they can go join that. It's not just, they don't have to scroll through the timeline to find stuff. Everything's categorized, everything is labeled and organized, because even though I'm helping people get a system in place, I also am getting organized